Very good. All right, we got Lavelle Wright and Noah Meyers. We'll just go ahead and open up for questions.
Lavelle, I guess start with you. Big second half for you. Just tell me first, I'm just wondering about that touchdown run that you had there. Just tell me how you accomplished that and managed to get through the end zone. It didn't look like you had much of a chance.
Just keep my feet running. That's really all it was, what it came down to. Wasn't really thinking about getting into the end zone, but just keep running, keep moving, and I just started breaking tackles along the way. So,
Coach Helton mentioned the interception run at the end of the first half. You talked about how that gave you guys a lift going in and then coming back out in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it definitely gave us momentum coming out of half. Kind of give us something to build on. We knew the offense had the ball first coming out of half, and that was something we could capitalize on and tie the score and make it a 0-0 ball game.
In numerous games, the receivers have talked about how it's a different man each week, and this week it seemed to be you leading the way with 81 yards. Can you start to talk about the performance for them?
Yeah, I mean, my goal is just to catch every ball that comes my way, and Maverick was able to find me a lot this game, and glad to do it. So I'll do whatever I can to make the plays I can.
The Bell coach talked about how their defense was playing back, so they kind of cut the pass off. But did you find that exciting when hey, I'm going to be able to run the ball more and have big plays like this?
I mean, definitely. I wouldn't be able to do anything if it wasn't for those big boys up front. So big shout out to them. Coach Bowie called the right calls. And we execute. That was the biggest thing for this coming into this week was execute, and that's I feel like that's what we did.
Did you guys have a good feeling when you went to the Wildcat? I mean, because it really kind of changed the flow of the game.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just every single week just prepping. That's all it is. Once you prep and practice something over and over and over again, you'll be more confident whenever you go out there, whenever in those critical downs and critical moments.
Coach did reveal your nickname as the Big Horse. Do you feel like you just embody that when you get on the football field?
I run angry. I try to run angry. Every time I get the ball, run with the chip on my shoulder. But at the same time, I wouldn't be able to do any of that without those boys up front. So.
Anything else for these guys?
Yeah, just want to ask you about the first half. Obviously, just 3 points you guys put up. That's not exactly what you've been doing this year. What was your feeling at halftime? Was it anger? Were you calm? I mean, how were you approaching that?
I personally felt like, that just wasn't us in the first half. I think we all knew that we were better than that, and then we came out and showed it in the second half and, put some points on the board.
Definitely, and then when we got to the fourth quarter, we just knew that, the game was in our hands. The way we practice, the way we prep, we was ready for that moment. So.
How's it been adjusting to on the hill running in a room with Hart and Paris? How's it been running with those guys?
I mean, it's a blessing. We all have different things, different attributes to our game that we all feed off of each other with. Big shout out to Marvis, the freshman. He's doing he's doing an amazing job. George right behind him, chucking away, and then I come in right with him. So it's a great combination of us all three of us.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.